Okay, I have been getting a bunch of questions about what is the teaching library that I created? Is it for me? What will I be learning in there? The biggest thing is like, is it for me? So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about it, kind of what my plans are for it moving forward. And why did I even make it? So let's start with why I even created it. No, backtrack. We're gonna start with what it is because that's a better place to start. So what it is housed on Mighty Networks, which is both an app and a website. And what I really liked about Mighty Networks is you can have a community. So it looks kind of like a Facebook group, and you can host your courses on the same platform. I really wanted to not be on Facebook, but I also really like offering the community aspect. So if people have questions, everyone can kind of see each other's questions. We can learn from each other. I can post little things that maybe we want to see, or other people can share things. I really liked that aspect, but I really didn't want people spending more time on social media than maybe I didn't want to be drawing people even more to social media because we have that draw enough as it is. I wanted people to be able to, if they want to stay off social media, they can still be a part of the community, be a part of the learning, and not be on Facebook. So that's why I chose the Mighty Networks platform. And basically what it is I upload videos. So I upload a new video every Friday. And typically the first video of the month, it will be a Zoom call. So you could come live or just watch the recording. And that is like an hour-long video. And then the videos that I upload on like the following Fridays are shorter videos. So I am doing it in the thought that it would make for most people the most sense to do one video a week to really allow whatever's in the video to sort of integrate, and so you can practice it and not rush through it. However, we're all also have different timelines. So if you get in there and you feel like you're meant to do, 4 videos in one day, if you get the yes for that, go ahead and do it. But I am creating it weekly in the thought that if anyone's following along like at the same pace, they're doing like one video a week. Because I know a lot of people want to learn it, but it's hard to fit it into their everyday life. And this takes you on like a nice slower pace, so you're not feeling rushed through it. So what I started with last month was using a pendulum, all about truth testing, or I think I called it taking your power back, because the biggest thing as we move into like this new earth kind of template, or the age of Aquarius, whatever you want to call it, the biggest energy that we're moving into is in my opinion, is not having the hierarchy of like, okay, this person's in charge and I'm down here, so they must have all the answers and they're right. This is where we're moving to. A lot of us are already here. It's just we're having to see the world slowly catch up to this. But this is where we're moving to. So even me, when I'm teaching in all these videos, I'm not teaching to you like I have all the answers and you're down here. I'm teaching to you like, here is what I have to offer you. Take what makes sense. If you disagree or it doesn't feel right for you, it doesn't mean I'm wrong or you're wrong. It just means that's fine, because we're even. We're not like, I'm not up here teaching down to you. So the whole month of November was about using the pendulum and finding like your yes answers, your no answers, your maybe answers, checking in on things for yourself, not because someone told you the answer, but actually checking with yourself. I do a lot of work with, I call it like our authentic self. That's what they call it in the Holy Fire Reiki book too. Or you could call it your higher self. So that's who I'm typically checking in with, is the part of me that has the answers. So like, or your body. So just little things. It could be even like, what do I want to wear today? Like this sweatshirt wanted to be worn today. Or even body, do you want tea or coffee today? Is it in my family's highest alignment to go here this weekend? Will it create more for my business if I do an email about this? Is it in my highest health to take vitamin C every day? Like you have those answers. You have so many answers within you, and it's kind of taking that power back to realize like, whoa, I'm super powerful. I'm talking to you. You are super powerful. And it's checking in with yourself before checking in with like everyone else, right? Sometimes we run into that. It's like you have something going on, and before you even allow yourself to think of it or process it, and I know some of us need to process out loud, you check in. What do all these people think? What does this governing body think? It's fine to check in, but you want to focus on you. You have way more answers than you realize. So that was really what November was all about, using a pendulum, using our body to get those intuitive answers. December is going to be all about energy clearing. So how I use my pendulum to clear energy. I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about clearing just like normal, like emotion type energy, clearing entities. I think I'm going to talk about closing portals, clearing our house, and then a way that we can do a little energetic protection too, using the pendulum or not. Again, if you get a no for using the pendulum, you don't have to. I like using the pendulum for a lot of things because you can visually see what's happening with it. You know when to start, you know when to stop. That's why I really like using the pendulum. I find that a lot of people, it helps them trust their answers, and then if you want to move away from using the pendulum, you can, or you can keep using it too. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's December. January is going to be Holy Fire Reiki / Usui Reiki 1. So I'm going to be teaching Reiki for self. I'm hoping I can do that just in the 4 videos in the month. I might have to upload some extra ones. And then I should also say with all of this, so everything I'm teaching are things that I've been living. So I'm not going to teach you Reiki by the book. I do have the manuals, and I'll do, if anyone wants one shipped, I'll just have you pay whatever I paid for it plus shipping, because you can't just order a manual. You need to get it from someone who's a Reiki master. So I will give people the opportunity if they want to purchase the Reiki manuals, and I won't upcharge them a ton. It's just so I can get them. I don't want to lose money on it. But I'm not teaching by the book. I'm teaching by what I've lived using the Reiki. I do think the book is still really helpful as a resource. I would want to get it if it was me, but you don't need it. But with everything I'm teaching you, I'm not teaching it because I was taught it and now I'm just teaching you. I am teaching you in the way that I actually do everything, and that I've been practicing in my own life, if that makes sense. And then after that, I think the next month is going to be Oracle and Tarot cards. And it's going to be how to read them and how to use them to actually take aligned action in your life. So not just how to pull them, not just maybe what they mean to you, but how do I now take those cards and do something with them? Because that's how I read them. I don't just pull them and think, okay, that's cool, and then pull another one the next day. I pull them and they inform me of action steps to take, or clearings that need to happen, or energy work that needs to happen. So I think that'll be the month after that. I'm guessing we'll then go to Reiki 2, which is Reiki for others. And again, I'll be teaching it how I actually use it, not by the book. However, if you want the manual as a resource, great idea. I would suggest that if you check in with your pendulum and you get a yes. That's what's so important. That's why I did the pendulum and the body testing, getting your intuitive answers first, because going forward, you're going to need that for everything. That's the foundation of everything, because just because I say it for me doesn't mean it's right for you. Maybe I need the manual, maybe you don't. And then moving on from there, I'm guessing I'm not exactly sure the order yet. My guides or whatever didn't want me to go too far ahead, but I'm going to be talking about how I work with the Akashic Records, which is not typically how most people work with them. I have had like Akashic Records sessions with other people that are really awesome and really, it's fun to learn about things like that. Like it's fun to learn about your past lives, or it's fun to learn about just, I don't know, it's fun. And then I've also had Akashic Records sessions where it's a little more on like the healing shadow work with the Akashic Records. So that's a little more of how I teach it is, and I do use a pendulum for that. You don't have to. But things like how to release cords and contracts between people or things, how to collapse old timelines, or Akashic loops. Like if you find yourself always finding the same kind of partner or the same kind of relationship or the same kind of job, or the same kind of just anything that's like this pattern that you just feel like you keep doing and you're like, why do I keep doing this? That's an Akashic loop. That's written into your like soul history kind of right now, and we can take the charge out of that. So basically that's a lot of what I teach with the Akashic Records, is how to take the charge out. I do that by using cards, the pendulum, this like a pendulum board. I made like an Akashic Records pendulum board. That'll be part of the class. Yeah, so really just how to work within those Akashic Records. And then I think today, I got the yes that we'll be doing even the Master Reiki eventually, which is, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I got the yes for that this morning. So I'm all good. I mean, I'm just going to, my mission is like right now with the teaching library, I've learned all these things, I've practiced all these things, and I need to just like not hoard them for myself. I need to give them to everyone so they can take them and run with them. So you're gonna take what I say and you're gonna do it a little different than how I do, and it's gonna be perfect for you. But that's what I'm here with the teaching library for right now, is to teach you, so you can come to one place and learn all these things sort of in this specific order. So you don't have to go to all these different places to learn it, kind of like I did, or how to slowly practice it. We'll eventually be doing things within the Galactic Records, which are similar to the Akashic Records, but at a much higher frequency. We'll be doing things like bringing in aspects of ourself. Oh, and then the meditation. So that's the other thing is, I love doing guided meditations, guided healing meditations for people. There are a lot that you can do. That's one thing I love about the Holy Fire Reiki Master Teacher Manual. It has like just these super powerful, intense in a good way, guided meditations, healing meditations that you can run. I love doing those because they're so powerful. I'll be uploading, I think I'm going to do one a month. It might not always be from the Reiki manual. I'll be doing whatever we need for the month. I'll be checking in every month. Okay, what is the collective most need? It might be an attunement to something. It might be an activation. It might be a guided Reiki meditation, healing meditation. But I'll be uploading one of those each month, which honestly, just that is probably worth the price of what you'll be paying per month. Yeah, so that is why I'm doing it. Now, is it for you? So that's something I can check for you if you trust me already and you want me to check in with you. I would use my pendulum, check in with your higher self, your authentic self, and just check, is this in alignment for them? If that's something that you're like, you think it is or you think it's not, because I don't want to take anyone's money if it's not in alignment for you. I'll just send it right back. I don't need that. I only want to be doing that energetic exchange when it is in alignment for both of us. So I will always be 100% transparent and honest if I get a no or a like iffy answer. Like sometimes it's like a maybe, but like, is she gonna really do the work? So that's the other thing is, this is not like a handheld class. Eventually I'll probably offer like an accelerated group class like this, where I hold your hand and we do all the sessions live and things like this. This is not like this. that this is for someone who can like lead themselves through something. And also I'm doing it in this way so it can fit into your schedule, because it's really tricky when you do sign up for a class, to have it be able to fit. I know so many of us, our lives are we have so many things going on, and this is if this is important to you, it's so important, but I want you to be able to fit it where it makes sense. So if you can fit, an hour that first week, an hour in, and then the following weeks, it's like, can you fit in like, I don't know, they're about probably 50, they'll probably be about like 10 to 20 minutes, the other videos. But you need to be someone who can do that themselves and doesn't need their hand held to do that. You need to know that about yourself, because I don't want you wasting the money. I don't want you paying for it and then just letting it sit there. I want you to be moving through the content, practicing, and then putting your own spin on it, all that stuff. Okay. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I need to tell you about it. It is a monthly membership. You can, I think I can do a pay in full option if anyone wants. So if you really want, it will be the same, actually, yes, I can do a pay in full option. Okay, so it's monthly or pay in full option. Oh, there's like this one little bug just like flying around. Yeah, okay. That's all I'm gonna say for now. If you feel like, if you're feeling pulled to it and you're unsure, just reach out to me. If you have specific questions that I didn't cover, reach out to me, because someone else probably has the same exact question. And I want to make sure that I give everyone the information so they can decide for themselves. Does this make sense? Does this not make sense? Also, you can cancel your payments at any time. I don't know how that would work if you paid in full. So I would only pay in full if you get like a definite yes to do that. I know when I sign up for things like this, if I can, I like to pay in full, just because then I don't like have to think about it for like a year. However, that's when I get a big yes, when I'm like, if I check in and I get a big yes, I meant to do this, I'm gonna just pay in full, just so I don't have to like think about the payments every month. However, if you're unsure, you can pay monthly and you can stop whenever you want. There's no like set amount of times you need to come or anything like that. Okay, that is what I'm gonna say for that. Reach out if you have questions. Sending you so much love. I hope that was helpful for you deciding either like yes or no. And if you have questions, just let me know and I will help you. I will see y'all later.